Hi everyone! Today we're going to start reading a book from the intermediate book category that's in our library's reading challenge for choosing which book should win a California Young Reader Medal Award. This book is called The War I Finally Won. It is written by Kimberly Brubaker Bradley. I practiced this, I promise. It's hard to read backwards. And it takes place during World War II. And one of the things I want to get you guys kind of in the idea of, because 1940 was a really long time ago, I happen to have some pictures from when my father was young. He was born in 1936. And so these were his parents, my grandmother and my grandfather. This was before the war. They were in Germany on the beach. Look at that. They look happy, but black and white photo. And then there's a picture of my dad. This is him holding a traditional Zuckertüte. That is what children receive in Germany when they're about to start their first grade year. So this was taken just around 1940. And there he is all happy in his kind of German clothes. And there's my grandmother trying to do some reading with him, which I think is amazing to have these pictures. And finally, my mom was born a little bit later, but still this is going to be in the mid-40s. She was living in Argentina, actually. And you can see she was on, it's glossy with the reflection, sorry. That was my grandmother there, and they were all sharing a horse ride. But that's just a bit, if it helps you set a picture in your mind of the time period that this book started. So I'm just going to read you a little bit from the first chapter and see if it's something that you are going to want to continue. The War I Finally Won. The author dedicated this book to Jessica Dandino Garrison. Chapter 1. You can know all things you like. I already messed up. You can know things all you like, but that doesn't mean you believe them. Ada, you need to drink something, Susan's voice scolding. Susan's hands pushing a cup of cold tea into mine. I don't want to, I said. Really, I don't. Susan curled my fingers around the teacup. I understand, she said, but please try. It's the last thing they're going to let you have. You'll be thirsty in the morning. All right, readers, pausing right there. What is in your mind? What picture is in your mind? In order to be a good author, you need to paint a picture in the reader's mind. I know that when I started reading this, I thought, okay, it's a young girl. Something's about to happen. I know it's taking place during wartime. Is this the only drink she's going to get for a while because they're hiding? Let's find out more. My right foot was twisted sideways at the ankle. It had been all my life. My ankle bones grew curled, so my toenails scraped the ground, and what should have been the bottom of my foot faced the sky. Walking hurt like anything. Despite the calluses, the skin on my foot tore and bled. This night in the hospital, nearly 3 years ago now, was September 16th, 1940. A Monday. It was a little over a year into the war between Hitler and most of the rest of the world. 11 years into the war between the rest of the world and me. The very next day, surgeons were going to chop my curled ankle bones up and rearrange them, maybe into something like a functional foot. I put the teacup Susan gave me to my lips. I forced myself to sip. My throat closed. I choked. Tea splattered across the bed covers and my tray. Susan sighed. She mopped up the spilled tea, then motioned for one of the nurses that was putting up the blackout to come take away my tray. Okay, that's all I'm going to read because that's a long time to be listening. If it's captivated your interest, I would encourage you to find this book. You can look to see if they have it on Amazon Kindle, on the website at Redondo Beach Public Library, on Barnes & Noble. I bought this through Bound to Stay books. We do have some in our library, so if you want to wait till after our stay home, stay safe in place is done, you can of course check it out then. But that's the first book in our upper grade book contest. I hope you guys are doing well, and thanks for listening and reading and watching. Bye.